Hey guys, so in this video, this is what we're going to be making. We're going to be making some really yummy, beautiful, inked, stamped papers for our backgrounds in our journals, on our journaling projects. We're going to be using some cotton calligraphy paper, and we're making these beautiful things in this video. I hope this inspires you to make your own backgrounds. Of course, you know I love making my own backgrounds. It's one of my favorite things to do, amongst other things. So I hope this inspires you to make your own backgrounds. I'm going to be making, like I said, a cotton calligraphy paper and some parchment paper, okay? And I'll go through everything I used and how I used it, and I hope it inspires you to create your own, okay? Get this beautiful, yummy paper. We ink it, we stamp it, and we do all kinds of stuff to it, okay? Now, probably in going down the line, I will probably make another video where I cut this up and put it in an actual journal layout. So stay tuned for that video to come in the future, okay? So for now, let's go ahead and get started on this project. Hey guys, Stephanie here. So in this video, I am going to be inking and stamping on some cotton calligraphy paper. And I will show you this. This is great. I got this from AliExpress, but Amazon sells it. And I will try to find a link for you guys and put it in the description. But, you know, this is what the cotton calligraphy paper looks like. It's got a nice texture. It definitely feels like paper, but it also feels a little like fabric. You know, it's great for putting in your backgrounds in all of your mixed media projects. Look at the little frayed edges here. Beautiful. All that yummy frayed edge stuff, right? So I'm going to show you, just give you some ideas what to use this for in some of your various projects, okay? And I'm going to show you what I did with a few of those, okay? Hold on. So I used some of this calligraphy paper. It's called it cotton calligraphy paper. I used it in my backgrounds when I did this project for this sort of companion journal piece, mixed media piece. And I will link that video, okay? I'll probably link it at the very end of this video. All right. So you guys can check it out if you have not seen it. I love doing this project. It was so much fun. So I used some of the paper that I did on here, and I thought, well, you know what? Maybe I should do a video on this paper so that way people can get an idea of how to use it. So I use it on both of these, actually all three of them, because I made 3 different ones. And you kind of can just barely see it. It's kind of peeking out in the background, like right here. You know, very, very cool. It really adds something nice to your backgrounds. So yeah, very nice. So I did that. Okay. And then I put some here in a journal because I was just I like to collage my some journal pages ahead of time. I have like 3 or 4 different journals that I do that in, and I like to have paper like this at the ready, so when I'm in the mood to collage, I can just lay things down. You know, like if I get a mood to do whatever, I can just lay things down, and I will show you. It's like something like this is all scrapbook paper, but something like this, you know, so I can just go in and work on it if I so choose to. So let me find some places where I put my calligraphy paper. So like here. Now I haven't started on this page yet, but I have some of my calligraphy pieces laid down already, and they lay down really nice, even with a glue stick. But you know, you can always use wet glue, whatever wet glue you have available. I tend to go with my art glitter glue. That's what I use generally. I have this one, and I can get both of those on Amazon. Okay. So I just laid some pieces down, and in some cases I just kind of put a little bit of glue on the back of it just to kind of put it there to see if I like it before I glue it down. So I did that. So I laid that down in that page, but I am going to put down some more because I created a few more pages, like maybe, I don't know, some months ago, okay? I created these 2 pages. Now this is pretty much just like one sheet or half a sheet. And I just did these on a jelly print. These are gel prints, okay, that I can stamp on and ink on and do whatever I want to do. So this is with acrylic inks. I did these with acrylic inks and pigments. So yeah, I laid them down on the gel plate, and I just, you know, went over it and lifted the paper up. It is a tad delicate. So if you are going to use this on a jelly plate, a gel plate, a gelatin plate, whatever they call it, you know, they call it different things. Just know that it could be kind of, it's pretty delicate. Okay. But it's great for ripping up and putting on your project. So I can stamp over this, and this one is at the ready. Okay, so this will be great for laying in journals. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this one now for today's project, I took a piece of this, and the stuff that I bought off AliExpress, it was size 18 by 19, like 19 and a quarter, something like that. So it's pretty big. So you probably have to cut this up however you want, and that way you can be able to use it on your project. And I think I got like 20 sheets of it. So yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. I've got a bunch of pages. So that's really nice. I like that. I think I'm still going to order some on Amazon because I think it might be better, a little bit better quality. But you know, for the price out, I don't know how much this was. This was maybe $12, $10 or $12, something like that. Maybe a little bit more, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And then I also have some antique parchment paper that I may do exactly the same thing with, because you can always use this for your backgrounds as well to do, you know, rip it up, use it as collage pieces and so much more. So, and this is a 12 by 12. These are hand finished antique parchment papers, multi-use. You get 10 sheets in here. I got this at Hobby Lobby. Okay, I used a coupon back when they was letting us use coupons. So, all right. Now, I'm going to have to cut this down. So I think I'm going to cut it down. I think I'm going to just do it just, I don't think it matters. But I don't think it matters. I'm just going to cut it this way. And it doesn't matter how you cut it, because you're going to probably end up ripping it up anyway. You know? And then you have yourself 2 pieces, because they do come in big sheets like this. I'm not sure if they come in small sheets. You can check Amazon or AliExpress or any other place you can find these, but they usually come in big sizes like this. So as I like to do, I like to go over the things I'm using in the beginning of the video. That way, if anybody has any questions, they can see what I'm using and how I'm going to use it. I don't just jump right into the project. I don't, personally, for me, that just doesn't make a lot of sense. I like to explain things before I start to do them. That way the people can get a better understanding, especially for somebody who has never, you know, done this. So I have my Distress Oxides, and this is actually new, speckled egg. I just got this a couple days ago before this. I filmed this video. So I have my Distress Oxides, which are my favorite. I have them in various colors. These are all new. Everything, pretty much everything I'm showing you is new. I bought it, you know, like in the last couple of months, and I just haven't used it. So I'm kind of excited to try my new colors. And then I have a bunch of distress stains. I have spray stains. I have spray oxides in various colors. You can use them however you want in various colors. Oxide spray. And I have sort of kind of vintagey looking colors. But you can really use any colors you want. Any colors you have available. I have ink spray. This is Dilution's melted chocolate ink spray. I just opened all these before. Well, I don't know. I think I had this one before, but the rest of these I just opened up right before I came on. Okay. So I have that. I have my water. And I'm going to spray my plate here with a bunch of brand new stamps, y'all. I'm using up my stuff. So use what you have. Okay, look at that. So cool. So I like this stamp. This is really nice. I have, look at all these stamps. I have not used these yet. I'm dying to use this one. Love that one. All these I got, you know, on sale or clearance. I haven't used these yet. I haven't used this yet. Look at this one. I haven't used that one yet. I haven't used any of these yet. So we're going to test drive this, y'all. And we're going to have fun making something that we can use in our backgrounds. Okay. So now you can do this project with acrylic inks if you want to on a gel plate, like I just showed you. You can do it with actual watercolors. Okay. You can do this with, I'm doing this with oxides this time, but just know this paper is kind of like, well, it's cotton calligraphy paper, so it will soak up a lot of stuff. So you have to give it some drying time if you're going to layer it, but I'll show you that. And then I'm going to use my archival ink on this, and you can use different color inks as well. I happen to have black. I have green. I got turquoise. I got a bunch of different colors. So that way, if I choose to work over it, my stamps won't, fade or anything like that. They won't, they won't disappear is what I'm saying. So it's this waterproof jet black ink, and this is great. So you can still paint over it and work over it if you want to. Now the oxides will probably move on you because they're water reactive, but the ink won't. So just so you know. And I'll also have some other archive ink. Sorry, that's a mess. My coffee one I use is well loved, and so is this one is well loved. It doesn't look as bad, but I have this one. I got this off of Amazon. Claret stays on ink. I like this ink. It's like a reddish, it's like a burgundy kind of color. I love that. So you can always stamp in different colors as well. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into our project. Now, one of the first things I'm going to do, guys, is this is a We Are Memory Keepers glass mat, I guess you can call it. I got this a while ago, about a year and a half ago at Tuesday Morning, but they sell them at various, craft stores. Joann's has them, Michael's has them, I think, etc. So this comes in handy when I'm doing this sort of work. So what I'm going to do is just use my distress sprayer. I filled it with water. Just put a little bit down. And then I'm going to take my distress oxide here in speckled egg because I really want to try this color. And I'm just going to do it like that. Okay. And then I'm going to do another little piece right here. I am going to do tea dye because I think the two of these would look really, really good together. Okay, so we're going to try that. We're going to dip it and smack and drag it and dip it. Okay, so let's get our cotton calligraphy paper. All right. Let's do it like that. See, it will soak up. You can do it like that. So you got to be kind of careful here because once it gets wet, it is a tad delicate. So, but it does do wonderfully once it's dry. So you can drag it and pull that up. So that's how it's going to look. And I would let it dry just between stages, just to make sure it doesn't like fall apart on you, because it's kind of like tissue and it will kind of fall apart on you. So at least this does. I don't know about the stuff on Amazon. It might hold up better on underwater and stuff like that, but yeah, so that's what that looks like. Okay, and then we're gonna spray. I pulled out my walnut spray stain. This is like coffee dyeing right here. This is great. I actually have two of these, so yeah, those work out great. So I'm going to put this one aside and let it dry. All right, now this for giggles. Let's just do oxide spray and ink spray. Let's see what happens. I haven't done this, quite before. So let's see. Oh, that comes out dark. Look at that. That's kind of like coffee dyeing right there. And then shake up our oxide. Oh, I like it. I like it. So I'm going to dip it in this color first. Oh, look at that. And then we're going to go with that one. So just dip it. And then we're going to let it dry. Oh, it's drying so pretty. I mean, it's coming out so pretty. Ooh, I like it. I like this, y'all. You can just wipe it up if you want to. Just do that. Just do that. Look at that. I know it doesn't look like much now. Okay. But once it's dry, you started stamping over this, and you can even put a little watercolor on it, I guess, too, if you want it. But I don't know. I wanted to try this. So that's what that looks like so far. Not bad. I mean, you could do it a little bit more, too. Like, I would probably, for this one, I want to do some of this. Okay. So I just want to do it in spots, not like all over, because we're going to do this whole piece, and this whole piece is going to be great once we're done. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't look like much starting out. But then as you go along, it looks pretty good. It looks like cloth. That's what it looks like. I would just wipe this whole thing up. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at. It kind of looks like, I don't know, looks like mud. But that's okay. We're gonna layer it. All right, and you can get a wipe and wipe in between if you want it, or just do it like that. There you go. There we go. So not too what's the word? What am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Not very earth-shattering. So let's try this is scattered straw. I wanted to try this one. Okay, let's try scattered straw. That's a little yellow, on the yellow side. All right, and then I just want to see how this looks because it might not look right. Oh yeah, it does. It looks pretty good. Oh, I like it. Okay, so what I'm doing is just layering the different colors. Okay, layering the different colors, letting it dry a little bit, and then come back and then layering other colors. So, and then, you know, like if it doesn't turn out great with the way you want, you just cut this in half and use this piece, and you can do something else with that piece. So, okay, just dip it in there. Dip it in there and give it a few minutes to dry, and then come back in with another color. Okay, and then once it dries completely, you can start stamping on it. Okay, let's see. Oh, look at that. It's got look at the little blues going on. It just looks like stained paper, almost like a stained paper towel. I like the more of this blue though. Let me get a little bit more blue in there. I like that blue. Okay, so I pulled out a color called Peacock Feathers. This is Peacock Feathers in Distress Oxide, because I love this color. It is so beautiful. Okay, so let's see how this looks, because I want to add a little bit more color to it. Ooh, look at that. Now, see, that makes it pop. That makes it pop. And then you can just go back in and layer all the different pieces you want. Okay. Yeah, I needed a little bit more color because it was looking a little too brown. So, look at that. And all kind of yummy. That's so yummy. So yummy. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And you just dip it where you feel like you need the pieces. Because it doesn't have to be soaked. And it doesn't have to be like 100% like everywhere. Because you're going to layer it on your project and you're going to use it, you know, sort of as just in the background anyway. But look at that. I love it now. Love it. I knew it. I needed just a piece. I needed just a little pop of color. You know me and my colors. I love bright colors. So anytime I can add a bright color to something, that makes me smile. And this is a great testament to you too, because if you say you don't really use bright colors, you can try some and see how it works, and you might like it. All right, we're just gonna wipe that up. Make that add something so much to it, like really. I think I want to do. I like rusty hinge is great. So you could just keep layering and layering. I just add a little water just because I want this to move a little bit. You know. I want this to move. Oh, it's like tea. It's like stained. Look at that. And you can put the ends of it in there. Okay. I'm going to do some parchment paper too, because I want to see how that turns out. I've done acrylics on parchment, but I have not done oxides on parchment. I don't think. I may have sprayed it like on the top, the very top, you know. Look at that. Don't we love? It looks like a little bit of a crime scene. But it's okay. It looks good. It's going to look good when we're done. Look like a crime scene, honey. No, who done it? Nobody. The artist. So let's put a little bit more on here. Now it's a little bit more intense, so we want it to move. And we just dip it in there. Yes. Oh, so pretty. Yes. I think it needs some in the middle. I told you when this is done, it's going to be gorgeous. It kind of starts out looking a little weird because, you know, the colors and stuff. You're like, ooh, I don't know if I like that. After a while, you're like, yes, it's fabulous, honey. It's fabulous. You got to give it a minute. And your hands will probably get stained, just so you know. It's kind of a messy project, so. All right, but I love that. Look at that. That is so yummy and pretty. And then we're going to let it dry a little bit. I'm going to put a few more things on it, guys. We're going to be done. Oh, turquoise on this one, because I feel like it needs more. Yep. I think it needs more. I was being a little too nice with it. Got to be a little heavy-handed. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Get these ends. And that looks pretty cool too. It looks like a dirty paper towel. But, you know, start layering your stuff on here, your inks and all the stuff. It's going to look fast. So let's try the parchment paper now. We are letting our cotton calligraphy paper dry. You know, give it a little bit of drying time, because when it dries, it looks really, really different. So let's give this a shot. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but cross your fingers. So I already sprayed it with water, and I'm going to go in with my Rusty Hinge Distress Spray stain, because I want it to have a little bit of a stained look. Okay. And then, yeah, oh. Now this paper is a little stiff, so this will probably be good for putting in your journals. You know, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's great. I love that. Oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Now this will kind of curl on you, but we're gonna use all this. Let's just use it all. Okay. Don't we love? So it will curl on you. But look at that. Look how cool that looks. I love. Okay, let's let this dry too. Let's give it a few minutes, and then we'll start another one. So we'll do two of the cotton calligraphy. We'll do 2 cotton calligraphy pieces, and then we'll do 2 of these. Hopefully the video won't be that long, but we'll see. All right, so we're gonna let this dry just a little bit too. Now you can use your heating tool to dry these, and I have one. It's just way over the corner, and I don't want to pull it out, so I'm just gonna let this air dry naturally. I'm just gonna do it like that. So I'm just soaking up some of this excess here. All right. Heating tools is nice, but you know, it doesn't take that long for it to dry, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. So this is page 2 here. This is just another page. I'm just pulling up some of this excess. All right. Looks like this is drying really nicely, so we're just gonna take it, whatever you have left over. You know, you don't want to waste any of this ink, so you just pull it up with your paper here. Okay? And just put it aside. All right, guys, so I'm sitting here just kind of experimenting with different colors to see what works and what, you know, what doesn't. I just sprayed some of this. Where is it? This ink spray, melted chocolate, for the parchment paper. So we will see how we like it. Oh, and we love. Okay, it stains really, really nice. It will dry crunchy, but you know, like I said, you can just cut it up and put it on your project, or glue it on your project, or whatever it is you want to do. But look at that. It looks really cool and vintagey. You know, make some great backgrounds. Oh, look at that. I love that. I love. We don't want good ink to go to waste, right? Look at that. Not much on here, but that's okay. We can put a little bit more. I use Rusty Hinge already. You know what? I kind of want to do. See, all these are kind of dark. Okay. So I am dipping this in the tea dye. So probably good to use bright colors on this one too, because of the color of the paper. But yeah. So I'm just putting it down here and let it lay down and dry. All right. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like that. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, nice. Here, let's just do this. All right. Do that. we'll have multiple colors and multiple layers on here. I mean, it's not really supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be just beautiful, and so you can stamp on it and put it in your background. So it's not supposed to be perfect. Now, this is my acrylic page that I painted on and had the pigments too. See, it has little silver pigments and stuff like that in it. I think what I want to do. All right, guys. So I want to try a little bit of Rusty Hinge spray stain on this. Okay. I want to see how it looks. So I'm going to spray it with water. I mean, you don't really need to, but I kind of like to do that with mine because I like for it to move. So let's just dip this. We're just going to dip it because this already has acrylic on it. So we're just going to dip it. And this is that calligraphy paper. But you see how cool it looks even on top of acrylics? Look at that. It looks really cool. Especially mixed with these colors. Oh, nice. I like Rusty Hinge. It's real nice. See how they have the fibers and stuff in the back? That's how that paper looks. It's like cotton. It's like cotton, like a real thin cotton fabric. Fabric/paper. So I like that. Oh, yeah. I like that a lot. All right. Okay. Look at that. Very nice. I love. And then I'm going to layer it probably with some walnut ink too. So, or one of these other colors. So we'll see. All right. Okay, guys. So for this one, I mixed them. I put Rusty Hinge and tea dye spray stains. 2 different kinds of stain. All right. I'm going to spray a little bit with water. And then we're going to take our acrylic cotton calligraphy piece here. Did I say that right? And we're going to dip it. Dip it, dip it, dip it. Okay. Dip it, dip it, dip it. Oh, yeah. Now, it will sit on top of it, but it's going to dry beautifully because it's acrylic. It's going to be pretty. So pretty. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Just kind of subtle. It's kind of subtle, but that's okay. Sometimes it's got a lot of acrylics on it, so you don't want it to be too, too much. Because you still got to stamp over this too, right? Still got to stamp over it. It will soak through the bag, so that's okay. Just so you know. Okay, guys. So I am a little obsessed at the moment with making these, and I made a few more off camera because look at how great this came out. I added Salty Ocean. Okay, the oxide. And then I added a little bit of the aged mahogany. Just a teeny bit. Okay, and look how great this one came out. Oh, and I put some speckled egg on this one. So that's these 3 that I added to this. The other layers that I already put on it. Look how gorgeous. Now you can always layer it with another pink. You can put a shimmer spray over this or whatever you want to do. And let it dry and call it a day. And that's it. So I absolutely love how this came out. I'm not really even a big fan of blue, but I love this. I love the mix of colors with this. So beautiful. All right. And then look at how great and sort of weathered and worn this looks with just a hint of the Salty Ocean in there. I only put a hint of it in there. I put a lot more of the walnut stain on there. I mixed the walnut stain and the distress spray stain and tea dye. I mixed these 2. Okay, and I just sprayed it on here and just dipped it in there. And then I just had some leftover of the Salty Ocean, which is this one. And I just dipped it in there and look at how gorgeous. So yeah, that is beautiful. So we're definitely going to cut this up and have fun with these. All right. So I just wanted to show you that. And my other pieces are drying. And when they're done drying, we'll come back and just stamp on them. And then we'll have some great backgrounds to work with our projects. Okay.